going to find the polynomial p of x. For constants a and b, we have p of x equals x cubed plus 4x plus ax plus b. And it's divided by x plus 1 squared with no remainder. So when it says find the polynomial, that means we've got to find a and b, and we're going to substitute our a and b back in to get our p of x. So we're going to use our p of x equals q of x times our divisor plus the remainder. Now we don't have a remainder. So basically we're going to let q of x be our quotient. We'll use big X of p of x divided by our x plus 1 squared. All right, so then we're going to have, if we cross multiply, and this is our p of x, and I'm going to move this up here, so our p of x is x cubed plus 4x squared plus ax plus b. This is going to equal x plus 1 squared times our q of x. All right. From there, we're going to use the fact that we have since this is a divisor, then we have a real zero at x equals -1. So we're going to substitute in -1 here and set this to 0. Because if I put in -1 here, this side's going to equal 0. And if I substitute in -1 on the left-hand side, I get -1 plus 4 minus a plus b equals 0. So basically that means our b is going to equal, this is going to be 3. So we're going to add a to both sides and subtract 3. So there's your b. Now what I'm going to do is substitute this b back in to this equation, and we're going to get, let's see, x cubed plus 4x squared plus ax plus b. And our b is going to be a minus 3. And that's going to equal x plus 1 squared times q of x. Now, I'm going to let f of x equal this part here. So I'm going to let this part here, I'm just going to put here f of x. And I want to do, I'm kind of squeezing it in here so you can see it all together. And what we're going to do is use synthetic division to get this down a little bit. So we already have a 0 at -1. And then you put your coefficients 1 for a, and then a minus 3. And then we bring down the 1. And then you multiply. -1 times 1 is -1 and add. -1 times 3 is -3 and add. -1 times a minus 3 is -a plus 3, and this gives you your 0. So now we have a condensed equation. So now that we have our f of x, just for this piece here, we're going to have our, and remember, we started at x cubed, so this is going to be x squared. So basically we're going to have our f of x equals x plus 1 times x squared plus 3x plus a minus 3. All right, and we also have the fact that this equals, this part here equals x plus 1 squared times q of x. Now, if you divide both sides by x plus 1, we're going to get x squared plus 3x plus a minus 3 equals x plus 1 times q of x. Because I eliminated this, I just divided, and then this is going to go down to 1. All right. Now, since we have that, let's substitute in -1 to both sides. Again, if I substitute a -1 here, this right-hand side is going to be 0. So we're going to get 1 minus 3 plus a minus 3. This gives me a equals 5. And we already had b was equal to a minus 3. And so that means our b is going to be 5 minus 3, which equals 2. All right, therefore now we can just substitute it in. We have our a and we have our b. So we're going to go back to our p of x, our polynomial, and write this as x cubed plus 4x squared. And then my a is 5. So we write plus 5x. And my b was 2. And this is our polynomial. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.